When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season. They can pull off a major upset. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here at the booth by... And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense is on the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, Brandver.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. So the Buffalo Bulls offense has the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Thanks to grab. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Pulls it and fires to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Bulls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. He's in open space downfield.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fires to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're testing the right side here. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Tennessee. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's open on the right. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Nice move there. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Oh, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Got his man. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quick release by the QB. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Bulls send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's caught. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29. And after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The give on the option. Creates a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man all alone. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Martin out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Off the RPO, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Tennessee.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little release to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Ball is loose. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Koch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Caught. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got his man. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Back open in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo. They're looking to throw on second and short. Unleashes it on the run. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Bulls come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on third down. Here comes the heat. It's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Buffalo has it back, but see what the Bulls offense can do. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Completes it in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time.
There he goes. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And that's a first down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Bulls are on the move. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Got his man in the middle.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Penn State! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Buffalo, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only
turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set, first down.
Good enough for a first down.
He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. A strike downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's it up for another Bulls first down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He leaves it with his back. They've got him in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play. The running back has it. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
3rd down coming.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll give it to the back. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Makes a man miss. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Under fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th? And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over ULM. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last 2 games now? That's now his 3rd interception in 2 games. He had 2 last week. First interception in this game on the opening drive. He's not only good against the run, he's not only good rushing the passer, but this guy is a monster in coverage.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.